We've all heard about Chat GPT and the miraculous benefits that it's going to offer society, or how it's going to take it down. But what I'd like to try and do in this video today is to give a bit more context on how you could use it to help you plan your next travel visit to Paris. You can give Chat GPT a persona, meaning you can tell it who to be. The best travel guide in Paris. Here's a suggested itinerary of your day in Paris. It's just pumped out about 7 different things to get done. Let's give it a go and see how much we can get done.
First destination,
this is how we're doing
the
the
Eiffel
shot.
Tower. Now there's multiple ways to get there, but my favorite is using the Vélib bikes. There's just a station over there. And I love the system because there's so many places in Paris to pick up and drop off. It's like any other big city.
So let's read where ChatGPT wants us to go first. All right, to start, I would recommend getting an early start to beat the crowds. Here's a suggested itinerary for your day in Paris. Start your day off at the iconic Eiffel Tower. You can either climb to the top or take an elevator to the stunning view of the city. If you're feeling adventurous, you can also do a zip line ride from the Eiffel Tower. There's a zip line now? How the hell would that even work? This is a top tip for anyone using the Vélib bikes, and this is a classic example of how the Parisians do it. So in the app, you can describe what's wrong with the bike. Is it the chain, tire, handlebars, whatever. The way the Parisians do it, they'll just twist the seat around to let you know this one's fucked. Tank is full, tap your card or your credit card if you got it, and 3, 2, 1, off we go.
Back into the Eiffel Tower.
As you can see, the best way throughout this city is on a bike. Boom, here's an Instagram spot. Boom. There she is. Iconic Eiffel Tower. I can't even get all of her in frame.
You can take the stairs, which I do not recommend. Please, to save your feet, because it's going to be a long day out in Paris for you, take the elevator. And even the view from the first stage is amazing. I'm very sorry. I'm not going to do that today because I got a lot on my to-do list, but GPT is saying that there's a zip line here. I don't see one at all. And I don't think the Parisians are the type to want to install something as adventurous as that. So let's see what the next step is. After taking the views from the Eiffel Tower, head to a nearby cafe, here we go, or bakery for breakfast. There are many great options in the area, such as Café de l'Homme or Le Grenier à Pain. Let's go try one of those. I'm just looking at these cafes on Google right now, and Café de l'Homme is across the river. So ChatGPT already, I can tell, isn't exactly factoring in distances to walk. But hey, let's head that direction. Next cafe I'm heading to, not the most ideal of locations if you're kind of tired during the day and you want to get a quick cup of coffee after seeing the Eiffel Tower. It's a bit of a trek. Head all the way up there. Jesus Christ. One of the downsides of riding a bike in Paris is when you're sandwiched between cars. And the French are not known for being the most kind of drivers in the world. Look at the queues. Where is this place? Oh, no, wait, it's in there? Oh, that is way too swanky. If you're feeling like paying the money for a 12 or 13 euro coffee, absolutely do it. I'm more interested in this spot, Le Malikov. Cute, it's quaint, and more importantly, it's right here. We are currently right here. One of the nice things about these bikes is that if you want to take a break or a pause, you don't necessarily have to stop your ride. All you need to do, press a little button, now it's locked, and it'll lock the handlebars in place so no one can take it. Hallelujah. Bonjour. Prends un café allongé, s'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup. But before I get ahead of myself, I want to try the coffee because places like this aren't exactly known for the best type of coffee. Although in Paris, they are increasing better baristas and actual coffee shops that specialize in the best beans, best type of roasting. Let's see what this place is like. What I ordered was a café allongé, €3.70. That's pretty standard here in Paris. Merci beaucoup. This is one of the main reasons I love Paris and the whole French culture. Being unbothered at a cafe, sitting and enjoying the moment, watching thousands of people walk by. The waiters, as annoying and as rude as they can be, at least they don't bother you. And I find inversely in America, you'll have a waiter come around every 5 minutes trying to hurry you up. You would never hear a waiter here say, yes, you can eat, but we'll need the table in 90 minutes because we got to turn it over. When you're here, when you're in a cafe, you have the table for the whole day as far as they're concerned. Also, I'm a coffee snob, so I really want to see what this cup of coffee is like. It's all right, a bit bitter, but the atmosphere makes it a whole lot more sweet. Let's go on to the next spot. The Other thing I forgot to mention about these bikes is if you don't have a Navigo card and you want to use your debit or credit card instead, I'd highly recommend using a credit card, because when you use your own card, they do charge you a €300 deposit for one of these bikes. So use a credit card. Let the credit agencies deal with that bullshit. Gotcha, guys. Pedestrians have 9 lives in this city. Oh, it's a bit tight. Oh, it's sucking your gut. This is one of the benefits of taking a bike throughout the city is you're not underground. You actually get to see the sights and get a better feel. All right, so here is the Musée dOrsay, and the queue is massive. That's one thing that Chat GPT hasn't really factored into any of this, is the queues. I mean, the queue goes around the block down there, so I'm not gonna join that because you don't want to waste your time here in Paris. You want to get a lot of things done in one day.
What are you doing to me? No, I don't want to record a bicycle ride for my fitness.
I like this museum. It's got more of a relaxed vibe compared to the Louvre. The Louvre is insane right now. But in here you'll find Monet, Renoir, Rembrandt, all the famous artists, as well as a bunch of sculptures. It's stunning in there. But we got to move on to our next spot. Speaking of our next place, let's see where. After the museum, take a stroll through the Jardin de Tuileries, a beautiful park located between the Louvre Museum and the Place de la Concorde. Okay, so we're going back across the river again. Okay. Back across the river now. Cobblestones. All right, headed off to Jardin de Tuileries. I can't pronounce this. Getting the shots. Doing all the things for the YouTube videos. My God, it is a lot of work. This is one of the best spots to come and chill, because if you've been doing half the amount of stuff that I've been doing this morning, you're gonna wanna take a break. So there's the garden, kind of at the base of the Louvre. Louvre's just to my left over there. It's a place to kick your feet up. And as Chat GPT accurately says, this place is home to stunning statues, gardens, flower beds, and magnificent 360 views of the Louvre to my left, gorgeous gardens to my right. And it's just a nice place to come and enjoy your day here in Paris. Let's have a look at the itinerary. All right, so what are the good robot overlords telling us to do next? For lunch, thank you God, it realizes I'm human and wants to eat. Head to Le Comptoir de Relais, a popular French bistro located in the Saint-Germain neighborhood. Love that spot. The restaurant is known for its classic French dishes and cozy atmosphere. All right, so we gotta head down the Seine and take a right at the Pont Neuf, and then straight down. Nowhere near where I am right now. God damn these fucking cobblestones. I can't do it anymore. Jesus! It's the bus man. Oh. Hey, take no prisoners here. Whoa. Fucking hell! Jesus Christ, dude. Neither do the motorcyclists. There she is in all her glory. Okay, I have to drop off the bike. There's my saddle region, can't take it anymore. Déjeuner, perfect. Table at the end. So, never been here before. Don't know why it's famous, but it is in the sun and it is in a great area. So let's see if the food's halfway decent here. Entrees, anywhere from 15 to 20 euro. Plats, 20 to 30 euro. Single amount. But let's get something that's classically French and delicious. Prends le pied de porc.
Et vous voulez nos plats de gazeuse?
Pardon. Gazeuse en anglais?
Do you want sparkling sea water?
Oh, just a clafto. Oui. Merci.
Merci.
This is it, right? This is the quintessential French lunch. Love it. Santé. Just had someone call me a YouTuber. What was the giveaway? Was it my massive camera and charger and the fact that I'm taking over 3 fucking tables? Yeah, I probably stand out like a sore thumb here. That's a good looking pork chop. You could cut it with a spoon. That's incredible. Well, clearly I hated that. I'm gonna take this next section of the day on foot.
What should I do? Bad luck, bad day. What should I do? Bad luck, bad day. What should I do?
All right, so we're almost at Le Marais right now. Sun is shining. Le Marais is one of the most dense
arrondissements out there.
Which is another reason why I chose to drop the bike, because this district is so much better on foot.
All right, so what does Chat GPT say? After lunch, take a stroll through the Marais neighborhood, known for its historic architecture and trendy boutiques. Be sure to visit Place des Vosges, picturesque square, stunning architecture and lively atmosphere. All right.
So this is Place des Vosges. This is one of my favorite park squares in Paris, and it's like you can feel how old Paris is when you're here. I mean, there's restaurants and cafes and pubs that are from the 1600s here, older than America. I love that about Paris. It's one of my favorite things. It's something that zooms me out of my own life. It's something that makes me realize just how much history and richness is surrounded in Paris, and it's just full of culture. Come check this place out. It's a great place to come relax on the lawns. They're manicured, they're gorgeous. Lovely statues in the middle, and it's shaded, which is nice.
All right, so let's see, where's the last place that we want to go this evening? There's been a lot of stops today. In the evening, head to the Moulin Rouge. Oh my God, that is the other side of Paris now. Okay, thanks, chatbot. This is a famous cabaret in the Montmartre neighborhood. A cabaret that has been entertaining guests since the late 1800s, and of course that famous movie, right? Don't Get Tuberculosis is known for its extravagant shows and performances. All right.
So there she is, famous Moulin Rouge behind me, and as you can see, she's a little bit dated. Additionally, it's kind of in a dodgy area, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a lot of, hotels by the hour here, and there's a lot of sex clubs around here. So if you're a family and you're coming over here, just be wary of that. It's not in the cleanest of environments. And that is it. But before I sign off on this whistle-stop tour of Paris, I want to give my final thoughts on AI. So let's head somewhere a bit less seedy. The only place where you'd see an organic health food store right next to a sex shop. So if all of this AI talk makes you feel anxious, I completely get it. I feel the same myself. AI feels like something that the public has been talking about for an incredibly long amount of time. However, I think it's important to remember that the AI doesn't know what it's doing. In Chat GPT, for example, has been fed millions of documents, data, everything from the New York Times, for example. And all it's doing at the end of the day is creating the next most logical, best word in succession. But to us, it's this sentient being that's writing emails better than I could. It feels like with AI, it's like we are tricking ourselves into believing that it is this incredible piece of software. It's obviously an order of magnitude better than the rest, but it's by no means a sentient being. And OpenAI, the company that created ChatGPT, they're constantly putting guardrails on the software. They realize that what they've released into the public has no regulations behind it. I guess my biggest takeaway from AI is that it's here to stay. I'm excited to see where all of this goes, but I'm also a little bit apprehensive. I truly hope that AI helps people fast-track the process through menial tasks, email, admin, bureaucratic nightmares, red tape. But for right now, what gets the headlines is AI doing incredible artwork or writing a poem in the style of Hemingway. And I don't know if I necessarily want to see AI substitute humans for the next best artist. That feels like it's the wrong application. Sure, it's amazing and really interesting, but there's so many tasks and to-do lists that humans do every day that I'd love to see AI take over, and it'll hopefully free up humans to be more creative. What I've realized is that AI is incredibly powerful for a first draft, where it can help frame up a prose. It'll get a first draft out there. For me, I've noticed there's really no excuse for writer's block anymore. It's a great way to get you started. I hope you enjoyed this little romp around Paris. It kicked my butt. There was a lot of walking, but the sights were great. And at the end of the day, it's a great way to put an itinerary or a trip together. It's by no means perfect. You gotta edit it, you gotta add your human element to it. And I think that's what this is right now. Humans and AI working together. It was like 2 + 2 = 10. So
Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm always around replying to people. Give this video a like, comment, and subscribe is always greatly appreciated. And as always, signing off from here in Paris. Chat to you guys soon. Also, elephant in the room. How is this for a view? I mean, come on. Not too shabby, Paris.